Area of trapezoids. Trapezoids are unlike any other shape. Trapezoids, when you're finding the area of them, you have to deal with your bases. It's the only formula that deals with the two bases. Ultimately, what it's doing is it's getting the two bases and averaging those two together. So you add those two together and then you divide by 2, or you take half of that. And then you multiply it by the height. So we're going to go ahead and label. This is base 1. And this one up here is base 2. Ultimately, it doesn't matter which one of those you label base 1 and base 2, as long as you know that those are your bases. So we're going to put those into our formula along with this, which is your height. And then we're going to solve it all the way out. So area is 1/2 of base 1 plus base 2 times the height. So it's going to be half of 7 plus 14 times the height. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get the average of these two. I'm going to add them two together, and then I'm going to take half of that, or divide it by 2. 7 plus 14 is 21. And then I'm going to take the value of that and multiply it by 5. So half of 21, all you have to do is do 21 divided by 2. If I have 2, can I make a group of 2? Yes, I can make one group. If I have one group of 2, that means that I have 2. If I had 2 and I take away 2, that means I have 0 remaining. And I'm going to bring down the 1. If I have 1, can I make a group of 2? No, I don't have enough. So I'm going to add a decimal so that I can bring down a 0. You could have also left it as a fraction and done 10 and 1/2. If I have 10, can I make groups of 2? Yes, I can make 5 groups of 2. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. I have no remainders, so half of 21 is 10.5. That is half of the two bases combined. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to multiply it by 5. I'm going to take out this one decimal place and I'm going to put it in at the end. That means that my answer has to have at least one decimal place because of this guy right here. 5 times 5 is 25, so I'm going to put a 5 and carry a 2. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. 5 times 1 is 5. I have to have one decimal place because this number has one decimal place in it. So I'm going to start all the way to the right and I'm going to move in one time. So your decimal is going to go between the 2 and the 5. So the area of this trapezoid is 52.5 inches squared.